video. Sorry, I just took a shower, so I look a little bit like a wet dog. No offense, Chloe. She's right here. You can't. There she is. But today is the first episode of this series. I don't know of me writing a book. Anyways, so today is Thursday, March 5th or 6th. I don't know. I made that first initial video on March 2nd on a Monday, so like just a few days ago, and I have done a little bit of progress. It's definitely not, actually I am pretty happy with the progress considering that I haven't written a lot since like until now, and the fact that I'm a very busy college student. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I would recommend you watch my first video of me talking about why I want to write this book, why I'm doing it now, and a little bit about what the book is, and also a little excerpt of the first chapter or two. I would put it right here if I can figure out how to do it. If not, it will be in the description as well. I'm hoping to have that. At the time of recording, I haven't gotten that video up yet. I have been really busy with school. The past 2 days have just been me doing a lot of schoolwork. I finally did get some writing in yesterday, and I can probably say that I have written about 800-ish words now. My goal so I am a full college student. So my goal is to write at least 1,000 words every week. And I seem to be hitting that goal actually for the first week, which I'm pretty happy about. I will be spending the rest of my day though at school. I think right now I was about to look at my watch, at my wrist, like I had a watch. I think right now it's about 11:15-ish. I do have to get ready right now and grab something to eat, and then I have to leave at 12 so that I can get to campus at 1. I'm gonna be in the library for 3 hours doing more work stuff, and maybe I might do a little bit of writing, we'll see. And then I have a class at 4. It's like an hour and 15, and then I get a 15-minute break, and I have a programming class from 5:30 to 8:15. That's just like a lecture and then a little break and then like a lab. That's basically what that is. So it's I really like that class though. Anyways, I'm gonna be spending the rest of the day doing schoolwork, so I doubt I'll get any writing done today. But I do have a lot of free time tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't have any classes on Friday. So I'm hoping that I will be able to write more. I would like to write maybe 1,500 words by the end of the weekend. That's kind of my goal. So we'll see if we get there. I have to go make a protein shake, so I guess I'll take you with me. So I'm gonna make myself a little protein shake. My parents said this is good. I haven't tried it yet, but it's like an horchata one. My dad said it tasted really good with just water, and then you put a little bit of cinnamon and it tastes just like horchata. So I'm gonna try it. How do you do this? Okay, got my water. As I was saying, as for an upload schedule, I was hoping to, like, I guess vlog my experience every week and just update you guys on my progress every week, to update you guys on how I'm doing and stuff. Of course, I do have a lot of homework and stuff. I need to stop saying and stuff. So it would be hard for me to edit because it does take quite a bit of time. So I was thinking I would just anyways, I keep distracting myself. I was thinking that I could just, vlog my week of like whatever I'm doing for school, and of course the book mostly. And then I could use the weekend to not only finish up the video, but also edit it all on Sunday, and then hopefully have the video for the week up by Monday, and just continue that process. I will try to see if of course that's only like an idea. I'd have to see if it actually works to implement it for me. But that's what I'm gonna do. So I haven't edited that first video yet, just because I haven't had time. But I think this upcoming weekend I will be able to make a little bit of time for myself to not only edit that video and upload it, but also start working on this one. Since I'm kind of recording this video a little late, like I probably should have started recording this video the same day I started working on it, but I guess this would just include a little bit of this week and also next week. So yeah, we'll just do that. Sorry, this looks a little bit chunky. I have to keep mixing it. That tastes like horchata. I have this. So put a little bit in here. I don't know how much that might, yeah, I think that's good. And you mix it in there. That's good. Okay, well, see you guys in a second. I gotta go to school. I hope I get work done today so that I don't have to spend my whole day doing work tomorrow, because I want to write. I did some writing yesterday. We have officially reached 1,000 words. I don't know if I think I'm at 1,200 words right now. I did that yesterday, but I don't know if I said this. When did I record that? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't know. Because it's today, Saturday, March 7th. I don't know if I said in the previous clip, but I hope to be at 1,500 words by the end of the weekend. And I think I'll probably reach it today, because I just need another 300 words. I can do that. Last night, I spent like 2 hours just pacing around my room, listening to music, and I think I finally figured out like exactly how I want the story to end. And I have a better idea of like the in-between of how we're gonna get there. I got an idea for 2 more characters that I want to implement, and I know how I want them all to meet. So we're making good progress. I would like to say I finally have an idea of how I want the story to go. Now, of course, things can change, but I think that's how I want it to be. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to this homework. I have quite a bit to do, but I'm only gonna do maybe I think I'm mostly just gonna write notes today. I've been working really hard on homework the past week, so I want to give myself today and tomorrow as like a little break. Tomorrow I'm purely just gonna be doing writing. I'm just gonna be writing and doing my other interests and stuff that I like to do in my free time, because I have not given myself that time. So tomorrow is a strict no work day. Today I will just be writing notes though, and enjoying the rest of my day. So I think that's all I'm gonna update for today. I probably won't even update tomorrow. See ya. Hi, so I'm back. It's Monday, March 9th, 10 a.m. or it's about to be 11, so I have to make this update quick because I have some work to do before I leave to school. So last night I did reach 1,500 words. Booyah! Yep. And it's only 7 minutes, so fuck me, I guess. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about this chapter so far. I haven't really hit any roadblocks, which I felt like I probably would have by now, just because that's how I am. But it probably helps that I have been thinking a lot about the story. I think about the story a lot. I think about it. I just took a shower right now, and I was literally thinking about it on accident. I didn't even realize it until I got out of the shower. And I was like, oh yeah, I should probably make an update. I'm just feeling really good because I did meet my goal, and I hope that I can meet this goal again. I will be studying all week for an exam I have next Monday, but I think I will be able to make time for this. So hopefully, my goal by the end of Sunday, I guess, is to hit 3,000 words. And hopefully by then I'll be further along in chapter 1. I don't expect to finish chapter 1 by the end of next week, or I guess this week. But I will do my best. So yeah, as of when it comes to world building, I've been thinking a lot about the world in general, how I want the world to sort of act as a tool for the story, and the religion itself. I wouldn't say I'm the best world builder. I like to come up with ideas, but I don't like getting to like the nitty-gritty stuff, the really the really tiny details. But I do have a couple of details I want to finalize, especially when it comes to the religion, and also how this city village thing is gonna work, and how the religion and the city kind of work together. And I kind of need that finalized at least by the time I finish this chapter. I do have a couple ideas of what I could implement. I have also come up with, like, I think I mentioned this the last update, but I definitely know how I want the story to end. I finally of course things can change, but I do have a very good finalized idea of how I want the story to change. I do have plans to add a couple more characters, and I kind of know how they are going to progress in the story to get to that end goal. I have a very good idea, so I think that's what makes me really happy. And the thing is, I am actually pretty proud of this because I haven't really written anything down about these characters. Maybe that first night when I first came up with this idea, I wrote down stuff about the characters and then the story, and that was about it. Like, I just wanted to write it down so I wouldn't forget it in this tiny little notebook I have. I wonder if things have changed actually since the first time. Like here I'm writing down, I was trying to figure out what names I wanted to give them, so I had a couple name ideas. And honestly, I don't know if I am going to change one of the characters' names, but for now it's going to stay like that. And I wrote a section about the main character. This is a section about the second character. And then I kind of wrote what happens in the story. That was basically it, just so I knew where I wanted to start. I should probably look over this again, actually, and see if maybe I'm forgetting something. So yeah, so far it's going really good. And I feel like what's setting this project aside and making it different from my other projects that I didn't really even get this far with is that I've kind of cemented the fact that I'm writing this for myself, and I'm not writing it for other people to read, which would be nice if other people did read it, but I'm not expecting people to read this. I'm just writing it for myself because I've always wanted to do this, and because the story means so much to me. It has I'm giving it such a big part of myself, and I don't know, I just really love the story. It's definitely a book that I would read, I would want to read. I think that's what really helps this. Because yeah, it would be cool if people read my story and liked it, but I don't expect that to happen. Sorry, my dad called me for a favor. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm hoping to get someone to read over my first chapter. I know it's probably best practice to write out the whole story and then go over it. Yeah, I'm not even following like, oh, you should make an outline. Like, I'm not following the basic writer, like, I'm not following what most writers do, so I'm just gonna do what I think is right and what feels right to me. And I like to edit things as I go. Like, as I've been writing, even just this first bit, I have been going back every once in a while, rereading what I wrote and like changing how the sentence structure. Because then I just like, I don't know, I just prefer it. So maybe I'll have a friend or maybe someone from that writer server I've been in to check it out, see how it is. Probably both, honestly. I like to see if my friends like it so far, just because I really value their opinion, and this might be something that they're interested in. I don't know. They could be like my beta readers or something. But yeah, I do have a coding assignment to do. So I'm gonna try my best to finish that. I doubt I'll finish it, but at least I'll get something done, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I'll make some time for myself to write at least maybe a couple hundred words today. We'll see. I don't know. I get to come home a little early today than I do my other days. So maybe, but then again, I do have a lot of studying to do because I am so screwed for that exam. Yeah. I guess that's it for this update. See ya. Hola, it's me again. I think it's the next day. I don't know. I'm gonna study math because I have a feeling I have a quiz when I get to class. I have a feeling she's gonna give us a quiz. That's what it sounded like yesterday. So, math. I'm gonna study in it for like a second, but as you can see, I swear I like have this. I have the same routine every day, guys. I take a shower, I do work, I make myself a smoothie. But as I was taking a shower, an idea came to mind. As it always does when I shower. I feel like you're gonna be getting a lot of updates of me after I take a shower because that's when I'm like, I don't even know if I put the right products in my hair, you know. I'm just always thinking. But so I used to be a fanfic writer in middle school. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what fandom because they were really bad. It was on Wattpad. I mean, I think I wrote like 2 or 3, but I never finished them. Anyways, I want extra practice. I love fanfics. I love AO3. Is it really that hard to put together the puzzle pieces? I already have an idea of what I want to write. So I was a very big fan of Harry Potter. Yeah, when I was like 11, like honestly middle school era. That's not the fandom I wrote for, by the way. Very big fan. I love me some Harry x Draco. And I feel like it's the perfect place for me. I probably write other fandoms later. For now, I just have an idea of what I would want to write for this fandom. And it's kind of just like an introductory for me since it's been a while since I've read fanfics. Since I write a fanfic, I was actually thinking of going back to my old Wattpad account and reading those old ones to see how I have improved. But I'm really scared for that, by the way. Maybe I'll report my findings here. But I think it'd be useful as like a little side project for, I know there's going to be parts in the book that I will get stuck, that I just won't want to write or I don't have the inspiration to write. And I think it would be useful to have another project to lean on that I can go to continue writing still, and getting that practice in. Well, when I can't really write on my original one. So yeah, I think that one it would on the on that next little side project, it's definitely going to be a lot slower pace than what I'm going right now for my book. Because right now, I think most people would consider my pacing to be really slow and my progress to be slow. I am a full college student, so that does take priority. When I do have free time, I'm just so exhausted. I think I will be able to knock out. I'm gonna try to knock out quite a bit of the word count tomorrow, because I do need to reach 3,000 words this week. Oh, and I did just post the first video, episode 0 of this series yesterday. So there's that, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I haven't had the chance to write yet. I think is today Tuesday? I don't know. Yeah, my schedule is pretty packed for this week, but we are going to do our best. I do have quite a bit of free time tomorrow, actually. I'm gonna do my best to do all of my schoolwork in the morning so that then I could have a little bit of break to do things that I actually enjoy, and then spend the rest of my evening writing, whether it be for my project JUDAS or this new side project. So yeah, I'm really excited. I also think this would be a good opportunity to grow my AO3 account. I mostly just use it to read, and if I do end up posting this story on there, I would like to have a little bit of traction on my account already, so that, because I know original works isn't really that big on AO3, so it would be hard to get some attention on my book, which, as I said, I don't care if people read it, but I would like to give my book somewhat of a chance, you know? So yeah. Wow, this is really good. You know, I think this is like the exact smoothie that they make in the Heated Rivalry series. I've been drinking this smoothie for years, so when I saw the banana blueberry thing, I got so excited. I was like, yes, I created the series. That is my trademark smoothie. They copied me, so I should get some compensation. Yeah, I'm gonna study a little bit for this this quiz I have. I'm still undecided what I'm gonna do after that, because I do have, I think, like another hour or two before I have to leave. So what the hell was that beeping? Just got out of class. I'm gonna go home, finish up some programming, and then start working on my story. I'm really happy. I had a really good day in lab today. It was a nice day. Yeah. Hey, today's Wednesday. I actually did quite a bit today. I had a Zoom meeting. I was talking to my brother, and he's gonna hopefully help me get a job. Hopefully. Yeah, I was talking to a friend also. We were doing an application to join something next semester that will hopefully help us out with tuition. And that's basically it, I guess. I did a little bit of, did I do homework? I did do a little bit. And now I'm writing. I did write maybe like 100-ish words, but I kind of want to just read. I want to read right now. And I also want to finish watching the show that I was watching that I haven't yet finished. So I think I'm going to definitely do those two things first. And then I'll come back to this. I want to hopefully, I'm at, how many words am I at? I wrote like an extra paragraph and then I fixed the previous paragraph that I written before. So I have 1,660 words. I want to have almost 2,000 words before I sleep. I would say end of the day, but I promise you I will not be sleeping at before 12 a.m. So I'm gonna say when I say end of the day, I mean when I go to sleep. So that could be anywhere from like 1 to 4 a.m. So yeah, I definitely, by the end of the day, for me, I will have 2,000 words on here. Yeah, I have classes like all day tomorrow. So I'm trying to get 500 words today because I won't be able to tomorrow unless I finish my work early before I have class. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. Do you have any words, Nala? Any words of encouragement? Don't mind the clothes back there. How about you, Chloe? Yes, they're my #1 supporters. See ya. So, I'm have to leave in a little less than an hour, and I'm cutting my hair. I don't know, I just felt the need to cut my hair for a while. I'm not gonna get rid of any length. I actually want to grow out my hair. It's been a while since I've grown out my hair, and I kind of want to see what happens. So I'm gonna let it grow out for now for a little bit. So we're gonna cut here. I have a feeling I cut too little off. I've got to finish getting ready and drive. I have to get to class, or I guess school, just because I'm meeting up with my friend a little early. I just decided I would record my spontaneous haircut. So yeah. Here's my hair. I'm gonna go meet up with my friend. Yeah. So it is like 11 p.m. But I did the math. Today is Thursday. If I write 400 words tomorrow and Saturday, I should reach 3K words, aka my 1.5K words weekly. I should be able to meet it by Saturday night. Anyways, I'm cracking this thing open right now because I'm gonna stay up and study, and also probably like watch my shows in between. So I'm gonna study for maybe a few hours, and then I'll just stay up the rest of the night and like watch my shows. I might come back and write a little bit more, maybe. I'm also beta reading for someone right now, so I might read their second chapter as well, give them some comments. Yeah, that's my little update. I'm not tired at all. Maybe I should have waited to open up this Red Bull, but I'm probably just gonna nurse it for a couple of hours. I don't want to study. I have a midterm coming up though on Wednesday. But good news, some of my friends have spring break like 2 weeks earlier than I do, so they're coming to come visit. One of them is, I think, almost here in our little hometown. I'm so excited I get to see them soon. So yeah, I'm gonna go study, and maybe I'll write some more, but That's a very big maybe. Hello, is it just me or does the like coloring look weird on the video? Anyways, it is morning. I think it's 8 a.m. Do I look like I've slept a wink? Because I haven't. Actually, I had a lot of fun. So I wrote, I might have a clip of that somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I recorded. I might have a little clip of me showing the word count. I think I wrote like 200 words, maybe three. I think I wrote 300 words. Oh, and I still have my energy drink. I haven't finished it. But on to what I did. So yeah, I did some more writing. You're finally moving on to a different scene, I guess. I have an idea of how I'm gonna write it, but I'm not gonna truly know what's gonna happen until I just start clacking away. I did like an hour of studying. Mostly just because I realized I didn't have to throw myself into studying for like hours and hours, just because I still do have quite a few days to like study, and I don't want to just like throw myself all in there. So I think I only studied for an hour. That was like a while ago. So I think I'm gonna, actually I have an assignment that I had to do, but it'll be quick, so I'm just gonna do that, and then maybe study for another hour, and then I got the rest of the day to myself. I don't really have much to do. But one thing that did take up most of my night, while I did some beta reading, I read a chapter and I gave a lot of comments and stuff. Then again, that person is like 3 hours ahead of me. Actually, it should be like 11 or 12 for them. And I don't think I've heard back from them about my comments yet. I don't know, I have to check. But the thing that did take up the most of my time, because I only took up an hour, was I went back to Wattpad and I reread my first like published works, I guess my fan fictions. And boy, when I tell you, because I had 1, 2, 3, I had maybe 4 or 5 published ones. One of them only had 2 chapters in it. It was kind of like on the end of my little writing thing. That's probably one of the last, actually no, the second to last things I was writing on there that I just didn't care enough about. I read my very first one. Man, did that one suck. I was so bad at like conveying emotions. I really was just like I was just telling the reader everything. The reason I did this was because I was really curious to see if I have improved in my writing skills. And also just, I do not have any memory or any recollection of how these stories went or even writing them. I just remember that they exist. My first one actually got like 4K views on Wattpad and like maybe 100-ish, like the little votes. It's actually pretty good for my first one. But yeah, it was just, and my grammar was really bad. So I would try to do like compound sentences. So I put like, I don't know, like da 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 da, but da 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 da. The comma. Do you know how you put a comma at the end of like the first sentence and then a space and then you put the compound word? I did not do that. It was like the end of the sentence, space, comma, and then compound word. I don't know, maybe I'll give an example here. But I didn't, and I honestly I remember that like in my honestly these fanfics weren't that long. They were like 6 years ago. I started writing my first one maybe a month before COVID hit. Like before all the schools and everything was shutting down. Yeah. So it honestly, I was 12. 12, gonna be 13. So yeah, that was interesting. The story sucked too. The plot didn't make sense. I think what I would say is, even then, I mostly stuck to the characters' personality. There was just a couple of times where it felt really OOC, I guess. I guess the thing I did the best at was probably the dialogue. I think the dialogue was mostly fitting of the characters. And then I read my second book, which I had, because that first one I never finished it. Like I was just about to finish it, but I just didn't. The second book I started writing. It was just on the cusp of the ending of the first book. And let me tell you, way better. Writing was automatically better. I wasn't seeing as many mistakes in grammar and whatchamacallit, spelling. I will say I'm a horrible speller. The only reason why most of my stuff is readable is because of autocorrect. But back then, I would literally write it all out in one sitting and then be like, I'm done. I don't want to write anymore. And then I would just add a quick author's note and then post it. I wouldn't reread it. I wouldn't like write a chunk and then come back to it a different day and continue writing it. There were like really short chapters. I would just write whatever I was like felt like writing, and then if I just for some reason stopped wanting to write, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna post that. Automatically though, with the next one, I was already writing at least 1,000 words for every chapter, which is an improvement. I think at that time I realized like, oh, I don't have to write everything out in one sitting. I could just write in like chunks of time. I don't have to do it all in one sitting. That like blew my brain. It wasn't, for some reason that wasn't obvious to me. I don't know. The characters, like I definitely had a better grasp of who the characters were, and you can definitely tell. So I think I did a good job on showing the character's personality. Descriptions were definitely like better, but they were still kind of iffy. I still wasn't really using the character's body and mannerisms to convey emotion. I was still like telling the reader exactly what they're feeling without just like giving them what was happening to the character and letting the reader kind of assume what they're feeling. You know what I mean? But it was definitely better. And also with this one, I got 14,000 views and like 500 votes. And it was all of this stuff, by the way, I took it down maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Like it's not online anymore. I just have it in my drafts. But I could still see the comments and stuff, and I had so much fun just going through all of the comments because it reminded me of how much joy I had posting it, because I had quite a few devoted readers that would return every single time I uploaded. Sometimes like my uploading schedule was really sporadic. I would maybe upload once a week, and then sometimes I would upload like 2 or 3 times a day. Or sometimes I would go maybe, sorry, my alarm went off and it cut my thing. But yeah, as I was saying, sometimes I would go like a month or two without posting anything. But even still, I always had devoted readers, and I actually became friends with them. Like I would message them. I messaged a couple of them in my DMs. Whatchamacallit. I would talk to them in my comments and interact with them. There was one person actually that like commented on one of my chapters. I was like, hey, I really like your story. I think you're a really good writer, which I wasn't, but it's Wattpad, so everyone's standards are down here. And they're like, oh, I would really like to take this idea, because I took the idea from a TikTok that I saw, and I was like, that would be really good. So like I wrote out my whole thingy and I gave credit to the TikTok and like, oh, is there any way I can take this concept and make it my own? I was like, hell yeah, go ahead. And they even like credited me and the TikTok that I took it from. So I was like, they wrote 2 chapters of it. It was actually way better than what I did. It was way better than what I wrote. But they never finished. They only stopped after 2 chapters. Anyways, I'm actually really surprised to see how much I improved from the first thing I posted to the second story I posted. Because it was like night and day. It really was a big difference, and it really proved to me how practice can really. I don't really remember what I was saying. I had to delete some stuff, so I had storage to keep filming. But yeah, so it was just really nice to see the community. I had quite a few people that were like really devoted to reading my stuff, and they were always commenting like, "Wow, you're a really good writer. I love your story." And in the moment, it made me feel really nice. Like I really liked that, and it always motivated me to keep writing. And then I read another one I have that I actually still have posted, but I'm not sharing that. I'm not sharing it to anyone. That one only got like 78 views. So definitely not my best performing, surprisingly, even though it was definitely my best written. Though I did improve a lot. I think I wrote that one when I was a freshman. I have improved a lot. I have improved a lot. Which I'm honestly kind of surprised about, because during that whole fanfic era of me, during COVID and like I guess early freshman year, that was the most I was writing. Like I haven't really written that much in a while. Every once in a while I'll get like an idea and I'll write it down. I would write like it down on docs, and that was basically it. But that was like very rare. That was maybe twice or 3 times a year. I guess the most I was writing was my junior year, because I was always writing. I was literally writing essays every single day for my AP Lang class. He had his writing essay like at least one essay every day. So maybe that really helped improve my skills. But then again, it was also like a lot of informational stuff, so I had to be really formal. So I'm trying to figure out how I did get better, even though I haven't really been practicing writing. And I guess the only thing I could say is that I just did a lot of reading, and I kind of subconsciously have been looking at writers who I really respect, and like authors that I really respect. And I've just like looked at how they write, and I was like, I like that. I'm not saying I'm an amazing writer. I'm probably mediocre at best. But I'm actually really proud of how far I've come on my writing journey, I guess. I've developed a style that really works for me. And I really hope other people like it too. Maybe they do. I don't know. I wrote out like this little paragraph, and I was like, you know what? I think I like how that sounds, but I don't know if other people are gonna like it. So I posted it on this Discord, writing Discord I'm on, and I got some positive feedback, but I was still kind of iffy. So I sent it to one of my best friends, and he read it and he was like, wow, that was really beautiful. I really liked that. I have no feedback. And I was like, yes! But there is just one thing I'm not happy with that. There's like a specific line that I'm not happy in the paragraph that I will be going back to and fixing, because I feel like it just doesn't land how I want it to land. Maybe I will post it in the description. I don't know. I think I would like to make a habit of just posting at least one little line or a little snippet every once in a while in the description. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I have to figure that out when I'm posting this and editing and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of my update. I guess today I will just be doing schoolwork, and I'm going to do my best to. I'm probably going to be flip-flopping between writing and also watching shows that I haven't had a chance to watch. All of the stuff I need to catch up on still, and just enjoying my free time. So I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'll see you in a bit. So I had to be a little quiet, but as you saw, I have reached 3,000 words, and I finally hit my goal for this week. Technically it is Monday, but I haven't gone to sleep, so it's Sunday. But yeah, so that concludes this vlog, I guess, of week 1. And I hope you will stick with me for week 2 because I'm really excited. I'm definitely gonna be finishing chapter 1 very soon. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video. I don't know. And I'll see you next week. Bye.